In this video, we're going to clarify which retirees Chattanooga is perfect for. Here's the short answer up front. If you're looking for a lower stress, low cost lifestyle, then Chattanooga could be a good option. If you want to experience a true four seasons environment, then this is another thing that Chattanooga has going for it. If you're looking for easy access to quality healthcare, that's another check mark. And if you want access to the outdoors without being locked in a resort-like bubble, then that's another thing that Chattanooga has going for it. Now, Chattanooga is not necessarily ideal if you're looking for these things. First of all, a nonstop resort atmosphere. Second, master plan retirement communities with hundreds, if not thousands of retirees. And third, flat coastal living with year-round access to the beach. Chattanooga just doesn't have that. I think what makes Chattanooga exceptional for retirees is that it's not built around escaping life. It's built around engaging with life, but in a new way. I think what makes Chattanooga an exceptional location for retirees or people approaching retirement is that it's not about escaping life. It's about staying actively engaged with life here. Okay, so before we talk about specific neighborhoods in the Chattanooga area that cater to retirees, I want to talk about the three types of neighborhoods that we'll be covering in this video. So first of all, you have true age-restricted communities. These are communities that are legally restricted to 55 plus residents. These tend to be very social and very structured, and it's about giving retirees a way to connect with each other in an environment that's really just for people like them. The second category of neighborhood is active adult or maintenance-free neighborhoods. These are neighborhoods that tend to not actually be legally age restricted, but they do cater towards people that are wanting low maintenance. They don't want to do a lot of lawn care. They don't want to keep up with the mulch beds. These are the sorts of neighborhoods we're talking about. Now, you might have some retirees, you might have some families, you might have some grandparents in there, but they're not age-restricted communities. And then the final category is urban or lifestyle downsizing communities. So we're talking townhomes or condos in the greater Chattanooga area that have great access to things like the greenway, so you can get out and walk, or access to parks or restaurants. These are for retirees that are still quite active and that want to get out and exercise on a regular basis and that want to be part of a larger social scene but don't want to be in a retirement community. This is an ad. If you don't need help finding a home in the greater Chattanooga area, then skip this part of the video. But if you do need help, my name is Andrew Boyd, and I'm a licensed realtor in both Tennessee and Georgia, and my mission is to help people find the right home for them in the greater Chattanooga area. Over the past couple of years, I've helped several people make the move to Chattanooga, and I've got the reviews to back it up. So if you're thinking about making the move, feel free to reach out through the contact info in the description below or by scanning the QR code here on screen. We'll book a meeting, we'll get to know each other, and we'll work out a game plan for your move to the area. Okay, folks, we've paid the bills. Let's get back to the video. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about the primary retirement community where most retirees end up in the greater Chattanooga area. And that is Ooltewah, or more specifically Collegedale. So Ooltewah is a large census designated place. It's a zip code essentially in the greater Chattanooga area. And then Collegedale is a small city within Ooltewah. The main reasons that so many retirees are drawn to this area is that it's flat, you have great access to amenities, including grocery stores and great healthcare nearby with Erlanger East and Park Ridge East. A lot of the housing is newer construction, so you have lower maintenance going into these newer construction homes. And overall in this area, there is a high concentration of retirement-friendly communities, flagship of which is called Greenbrier Cove. So Greenbrier Cove is an age-restricted community. It's 55 plus, but this is probably the flagship retirement community for active retirees in the greater Chattanooga area. I would say that this is perfect for somebody that wants to be in a true age-restricted community, but also have a great social life. As part of the community amenities, it has an indoor pool, so year-round low-impact exercise is possible. There are all kinds of clubs and social events, and your lawn care and exterior maintenance are done for you. I'd say that this is perfect for social retirees, for people downsizing, and for people that want a strong sense of community built in. If you're very independent and value a lot of privacy, then this might not be the best neighborhood for you. Also, if you don't like strict HOAs, this would probably not be a great neighborhood for you. The HOA fees in this community are a little bit higher, but that replaces a lot of the individual things that people would pay for, like lawn care and exterior maintenance and social memberships. On the real estate team that I'm a part of, we've sold a number of homes in this community. I live fairly close to Greenbrier Cove as well, and one of my favorite things about this neighborhood is that there are all kinds of concrete paths that wind through the neighborhood. There's also great sidewalks and it's relatively flat. And these tie into Little Debbie Park and the Wolf Teever Greenway, so you can get out and get tons of exercise on concrete paths that are super easy to walk on. When I'm training for a race, I see all kinds of residents from Greenbrier Cove out on walks on the Greenway. So I think that it's really neat that the community of Greenbrier Cove is tied in with the rest of Collegedale so seamlessly and in a walkable way. Now, in the Ooltewah area, there are a number of other low maintenance communities that would be perfect for retirees. A couple of gated options. You've got Seven Lakes. This is more of an active adult community. It's not age restricted. There's also Hampton Creek, Hampton Cove, and Hamptons on the lake. These are all great communities that are more golf centric, and there's a wide range of price points available there. For people that want something a little bit more modern, you have Grantham Square, built by Waters Holland. This is a great community that is very low maintenance. The lots are quite small in there, but this is a good thing because you don't have to worry about maintaining the lot. And then still in Ooltewah, another great low maintenance community would be the community behind Cambridge Square. So Cambridge Square has this great shopping area. There's all kinds of local restaurants and boutiques there. And then up on the second story of a lot of these buildings, there are office spaces. You've got investment advisors, wealth management, real estate offices, all kinds of things up there. But then back behind that, there is a great neighborhood with beautiful homes. It has a small clubhouse and pool attached. And then really the commercial area out in front of it is a great kind of town center for really a lot of Ooltewah, but it's fantastic for retirees. There's one of my favorite coffee shops in the entire area right there. And a lot of mornings when I get there quite early, I see people that live in the neighborhood that have walked over and are enjoying a morning cup of coffee. So if you're looking for something that's convenient and has great access to shopping and dining within walking distance, Cambridge Square is a great option. Okay, when it comes to retirement living closer to downtown Chattanooga, we're going to go over a few of the communities and options. One of the first ones that comes to mind is Ashwood Square. This is an all-inclusive independent living situation. Now, it is rental only. You can't buy in there to the best of my knowledge, but everything is bundled: your rent, your utilities, your meals, housekeeping, and social activities. Now, for the active retiree, for somebody that likes to get out and about, I would recommend looking into condos and townhomes. Townhomes specifically on North Shore if you want easy access to downtown Chattanooga. So why North Shore? Well, North Shore is just across the river from downtown Chattanooga. So south of the river, you have downtown. North of the river, you've got North Shore. A lot of the townhomes and condos there are within walking distance to Renaissance and Coolidge Park. Both of these tie in with the Greenway, and once the Walnut Street walking bridge is open again, you'll have even easier access to the Greenway. So from there, you can get out and ride your bike. You can go on walks, go on runs. You have just such great and convenient access to downtown. Additionally, it's beautiful. There's fantastic restaurants right there, and really everything you need is right there on North Shore. You've got great grocery stores, there's doctor's offices, dentists. Everything you need is right at your fingertips. In addition, you have close access to healthcare. So you've got Erlanger and CHI Memorial within 10 minutes there. So for active retirees, if you like to bike, hike, walk, anything like that, then I would strongly recommend looking into North Shore. Next, let's talk about the mountain communities. So you've got Signal and Lookout Mountains, both very close to downtown Chattanooga. Lookout Mountain is south of the river. Signal Mountain is north of the river. There are a couple of beautiful communities up there, but they come with their own challenges. Primarily, you have steeper roads. There tend to be higher maintenance costs associated with living up there. In the winters, things are quite a bit cooler. So if you have snow or ice coming through, then you are going to be more affected living up on the mountain. Now, the trade-offs would be that you have great views. It is just so beautiful up there. I mean, really, if you're looking for pristine living in the greater Chattanooga area, then I would definitely look into both of these areas. A couple of communities to look into. Alexian Village is on Signal Mountain, and it is absolutely breathtaking. One of my favorite hikes in the Signal Mountain area is out to a place called Edwards Point, and you have phenomenal views from there of the Tennessee River Gorge. Also, looking right across this ravine, you can see the Alexian Village community, and it has gorgeous views. I mean, just breathtaking views. This is a continuing care retirement community, so you do have more care options. You can get transportation taken care of by them. There are so many things that make this a great community. There is independent living there, and then there is assisted living there. So you have some options. On the Tennessee side of Lookout Mountain, you have Stone Edge Village. These are luxury condos with breathtaking views out over the valley. If you're looking for a view without spending a premium price up on Lookout Mountain, this is probably one of the better options. Why these are great for retirees: they're low maintenance, you have almost nothing to worry about on the exterior of the property, and the views are breathtaking. Next, I want to mention Cleveland, Tennessee. So Cleveland, Tennessee really is more of a value play. You get great value for the money in the Cleveland, Tennessee area. Life Care Center of America is actually headquartered out of Cleveland. So if you're looking for assisted living, then that is definitely an option in the area. There are plenty of communities though that are perfect for retirees in that area. Communities like Emerald Grove or Cottage Hills could be perfect for retirees in Cleveland. Now, something that I've been hearing a lot recently is that people don't want to deal with an HOA. And I get it, HOAs can be controlling. I often don't want to deal with an HOA either. But here are a few things to look at. If you're in a retirement situation where you want low maintenance, then I would encourage you to look at what the HOA fees replace. Some really high service HOAs often cover things like lawn care, exterior maintenance, amenities, social infrastructure. They can even cover the roads if you're in a gated community. So when you're deciding between a low fee community and a community with a higher HOA, think about where the responsibility for various things lies. If you want to manage the responsibility of your lawn care and your amenities and whatnot, then maybe pick a lower fee community. But if you're looking for something that's more all-inclusive and that takes some of that strain off of you from week to week, then that's what the higher fee HOAs are for. In reality, there's no right answer. It all comes down to you and your individual situation. So that's why if you're considering a move to the greater Chattanooga area, I would love to help you find the perfect home. My name is Andrew Boyd. I'm licensed in both Tennessee and Georgia. So if you're looking to buy in the area, let's chat. You can get in touch through the contact info in the description below, or you can scan the QR code here on screen to book an appointment with me. If you made it this far in the video, YouTube thinks you might like some of the videos here. I make a lot of content on what it's like to live in the greater Chattanooga area. So go ahead and check those out. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.